Score.
4 quarters, dogfight. Start fast, finish fast, pedal to the middle, all gas, no brakes.
The Quad City's only half-hour high school football show.
We will not back down.
The Score. Sponsored by Crawford Company, Blackhawk Bank and Trust, Adcraft Temples, and Midwest Complete Construction.
Welcome to week 8 of The Score. High school football season is nearly over. One more week until the postseason. Huge matchups all over the area. And speaking of huge, our guest griller.
He's the biggest we've had on here.
That's right.
He's a guy that we were lucky enough to cover at Orion High School for wrestling and football for 4 years, and obviously doing great things at the University of Iowa. Logan Lee joins us tonight. Thanks for taking time to spend with us on your bye week. There's a lot of things you could be doing during your bye week.
Of course,
right? You know that?
of course. I'm excited for the opportunity. I'm excited to hang out with you guys.
So how good are you at grilling, first of all? Let's ask you that.
Not very.
How good are you at eating?
I do all right. I'm very good at eating. I'm not our house griller.
Okay.
That is Sam Laporta.
I was going to ask who was.
Yeah, Sam Laporta typically takes the job of the house griller. I do all right.
So the boss man, let us get some steaks this week. So I hope you can grill steak.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I can grill a steak.
Do you like it medium well?
I'm a medium.
Rare?
Medium rare. Yeah.
That sounds great. You got to get to Orion High School earlier tonight.
I did. Yeah, it was really nice being able to see some people from back home. I haven't been back since August, I don't think so.
I've heard that you motivated them to play well. We'll get to those highlights. We don't want to get them away, but we'll get to those highlights in a little bit. So, hey, you're here working.
That's right.
So we're going to open this puppy up. You get to work. We're going to get to the highlights. And we'll start with the biggest game of the night in the Western Big Six. Moline and Sterling going head-to-head up at Browning Field. First place in the Western Big Six. A share of the conference title on the line. First quarter, Moline up 7-0. Adding to it, Grant Sibley. The perfect toss to Chase Stevens. 59-yard touchdown. 14-0 Moline after the first quarter. Second quarter, Sterling answers back like you knew they would. J.P. Schilling to Isaiah Mendoza. He's all alone. 37-yard touchdown. 14-7. The lead just 7 at the half. Third quarter, Moline coming back. They do still on the ground. Riley Fuller goes in from 3 yards out. 21-7. Moline back up by 14. Sterling won't go away. Kale Ryan, 1-yard touchdown. 21-14. Then Warriors back to within 7. Back and forth we go. Fuller again. Check out the blocking up front. And this one goes wide open. 25 yards to the house. 27-14. The lead is 13. Back comes the Golden Warriors. AJ Keskett goes in from 1 yard out. 27-21. We got ourselves a ball game, but the Maroons put it away, and they do so on the ground. Fuller with another of his 3 touchdowns. We'll check out a final score. Moline claims at least a share of the Western Big Six Championship. 33-21 is your final score. And the fireworks at Browning Field probably paid for by the guy that's standing with us right now. Nothing is. They spare no expenses for you, do they?
I don't know.
The Mike Morrissey fireworks. Mike Morrissey is here. Hey, congratulations.
Thank you. It's always great to be here. My favorite place to be on a Friday night.
It is, though, right?
It is. It is 100%. No, I'm being dead serious.
Because it means you won.
That means we won.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
That's right.
It was a great game. You expected a great game. Kind of got what you expected, didn't you?
This is exactly what we expected. Between 2 really good football teams, disciplined teams, good programs, and we have nothing but respect for Sterling. We knew that they'd be everything that they were tonight. I mean, a handful. And every time we felt like we're starting to get into control, they'd answer back, and that's what makes it for a really fun atmosphere and a fun game for everybody that was there.
Everybody talks about offense and how good the run game is. Defensively, you guys played well, and especially when you needed to, you got some big stops.
Yeah, defensively, we were really good. And honestly, we were good all week. I think we had one of our best weeks of practice, not only physically, but mentally, defensively. And our coaching staff put a really nice game plan together to try to slow down their run game. And I feel like we definitely did that in the first half. And in the second half, they got a little bit going here and there. But overall, we needed some stops. We needed some big plays. Our guys defensively stepped up.
It's homecoming, so that makes it more special. I believe senior night as well.
We did senior night earlier in the year. Yeah.
Homecoming week, do you think you're safe this week, or some crazy stuff happens on homecoming week?
I heard I got TP'd about 10 minutes ago, so obviously I'm not safe. And
you're not mad about that.
I don't even care.
Yeah.
I appreciate the fact they waited until after the game. So there's a little respect in there somewhere. And I also want to make sure, so I want to give a shout out to our PE department. They've dealt with me, for 6 years on Friday nights, and I know, or on Fridays during the day. I know I'm not easy.
Yeah.
Okay, so those people have
you're kind of a drama.
kept me on the, I mean, sometimes maybe a little, but they've kept me on the level. They deal with me being crazy and whatever. So I want to make sure I said something to them.
That's well
today,
done.
'cause they're
I
awesome.
see Logan looking on my shoulder, which is kind of scary over there on the monitor.
He's a
But
giant.
did
He
you
is
you
huge.
mention to him that Matthew Bailey ended the Iowa game? Your guy?
Look at it, man.
No, I wouldn't say it to him.
I'm not trying to talk about that tonight.
So hey, congratulations, my friend.
Thank you, guys.
Stick
Thank you
around.
as
We got
always.
some steak this week, so stick around, have some
Thank
food,
you.
and we'll get rolling with some more highlights. Let's go to the Rock Garden, or not the Rock Garden, but Rocky Stadium, I should say. Basketball real quick though. Ben Hammer and the Rocks taking on Geneseo. Both teams looking for their 5th victory of the season. Second quarter, Quantarian Brooks goes in from 4 yards out, 14-0. Rocks looking good. Rock Island's defense playing well. Later in the second quarter, they end the Geneseo drive with the big diving interception. It's still 14-0, and the offense goes to work. Check out this pass. Convilio, the perfect strike to Cameron Figgs. 40 yards. Thank you. I appreciate that. First down, but the drive would stall. Geneseo gets it back. They go to work. It is A.J. Weller finding Jacob Raps for the touchdown strike with 14 seconds left. That cuts the lead to 14-7, and Logan, your wife will be very happy because her alma mater comes all the way back, and they knock off Rock Island. We'll show you a final score. Geneseo will be heading back to the playoffs if we put that score up there. There it is, 26-36-22, your final score.
United Township looking for their second straight win. They'll welcome Galesburg to the Soul Bowl. First quarter, no score. Matthew Kelly, airing it out, and this is a pretty pass over the middle on the slant to Corey Randall on the post pattern. 47-yard touchdown, makes it 7-0. Galesburg would answer from the 5-yard line. It's Tristan Legate to Nolan Carl. This game is all tied at 7. Silver Streaks move in front. Amari Richardson. Reverse skate, goes the other way, breaks some tackles, has plenty of turf in front of him. He'll go 41 yards for the touchdown, 14-7. Galesburg in front. Second quarter we go. Panthers inside the 10. Randall on the jet sweep, fighting for the end zone. He will get in, hitting the pylon, 14-13 at that point. Checking a final score in this one. Galesburg, a winner, 42-31.
Who's going to remember his cousin Jason Randall playing like
Jason
this?
who?
Hey, let's head across the bridge to Pleasant Valley. Spartans ranked number 1 in the state, looking to stay perfect, hosting Dubuque Senior. Joey Van Wetsinga making his old man very proud with the sack here in the first quarter. That would force a punt. Pleasant Valley, first play on offense, and it is Ty Lyon going 43 yards. I'm not lying, Corey.
I see what you did there.
That's a
I see what you
touchdown.
did
That's
there.
terrible. I'm sorry. I apologize. Next drive, they keep on the ground. Makai Wilson gets the corner. I think he gets into pay dirt, but they'll pull him out at the 1. That's okay.
I'm a referee.
2 plays later, it's Caden McDermott going in for the touchdown. That made it 14-0. We'll show you a final score. Pleasant Valley's really good. 49-7, your final score.
Davenport West looking to get back on track after their first loss of the season. They're hosting Iowa City High. West driving, they'll go to the ground, but Holden Clay into the backfield for the tackle for loss for City High. Next play, Falcons, they'll try to do it through the air, but the pass will be broken up, and they would have to punt on that possession. Iowa City High with the quick hitter to Ben Keeter. Keeter? Sure, first down for him. Then City High would add to their lead, Quentin Tran to that same guy, Cutter. I'm going to go with Cutter. 6 touchdowns for him tonight.
You know it. Keeter.
Keeter?
Yeah,
Ben
he's a
Keeter.
national champion wrestler, too.
Okay, see, that's why we have Logan on set. He's helping us
He's
out.
so
55-6, City High winner.
Yeah, world champion. That's right.
They
God,
slew.
will you quit correcting us and grill? No, I'm just kidding. Hey, let's go down to Fort Madison. Big game as Northcott took on number 7 Fort Madison. Dylan Marty taking the handoff right here and picking up the first down. Same drive. Northcott's up 7-0, and their quarterback is a junior, is really good. Tyler Girardi gets outside, finds the hole, and nobody's going to catch him. This one covers 62 yards. That made it 14-0. North Scott, impressive. They knocked off the 7th-ranked team in the state on the road, 49-14, your final score.
5-2 Burlington with a huge matchup hosting Iowa City Liberty. Dallas Miller will keep and run for 15 yards and a first down to move the sticks to keep the drive going. Then it would be Charles Robert getting in for a touchdown. Iowa City Liberty up in this one, and they would never look back. It was close. Burlington made it close at the end, 29-28.
Hey, let's check out some scores from around the area. It is Central falling Falls and Bettendorf. Bettendorf nearly comes up with the upset. They fall by 3. Assumption looking to keep their playoff hopes alive, but they do so with a 5-point victory. Mount Vernon all over Central to win. One last score to pass along. It is Clinton and Mount Pleasant. Clinton, an impressive victory, 49-26, your final score. And we'll check in on our griller before we hit the break. And how are we doing?
I think we're doing pretty darn well.
I thought you don't look as much of a natural as I thought you would have looked.
Yeah, more of the eating type.
More of the eating type. Well, that's a good thing because we're going to have a lot of food to eat. We're going to have much more football to get to. Logan Lee's hanging out with us, guest grilling. You're watching The Score right here on WQAD.
You're watching The Score on WQAD News 8.
We're 150 over. But
Does everybody want?
100. 100.
I can make 5.
Ooh, play of the night. Ooh, we got to do one. Hold on. Something that's at the beginning of a play.
We have 8 more.
I have a good one for Orion, but we haven't done the highlights yet.
Is it the beginning of the play? First play?
Yeah.
Yeah, just move it over. Hey, listen to me. Hey, can you,
How about that?
Maddie, can you put in the Orion highlights for it? Yeah. And then just say, hey, we'll have much more of this game.
Yep. You gotta get there.
God, those steaks are thick.
They are. That's going to be a minute.
Yeah, you think? Yeah, that's all we can do.
That's all we can do at this point.
Yeah, we'll be
It's okay.
fine. We'll do the play of the night, and then we'll just say like, hey, who won the game? We'll show you here in just a second. All right, are you good with stuff?
Yeah, I have a lot of stuff, so as I go, I can hand you if you need something.
I just got to make sure I'm ready. I think I can do Princeton highlights from my 1 minute.
two?
So do you have your Orion for him?
Yeah, it's right here. He's
Does
gonna.
he want? Touchdown pass to Hunter Timmerman. No, drop it.
Drop it.
For a first down. Orion adds more.
Score Play of the Night, sponsored by Western Illinois University.
All right, let's get to our play of the night. It comes from the Orion-Sherrard game. First drive for the Chargers, and it would come from Lane Johnson. He gets to the outside, down the sidelines, and he's going to go 45 yards. They're going to push him into the end zone for a touchdown. We'll let you know how the Chargers did a little bit later in this break.
Hamburger down.
Uh-oh, it fell through? Oh, my goodness. That's something. And now it's gone.
Just use your finger and get in there.
My goodness.
Right?
Yeah.
You're the first one to lose
We
one.
had Orion highlights, and you're going to
tough.
do those here in just a second. Better football coach, Chip Filler or Kirk Ferentz? Logan,
Yes.
can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. That is so well
Very
done.
good answer.
That is
Very
so
good
well
answer.
done. So we're going to get to Orion in just a second, but we'll start in the Three Rivers, and we'll get back to the highlights with Princeton looking for their 5th straight conference title on the road at Bureau Valley, and this is C.J. Hicks taking the handoff, or Hickey, I should say, going into the end zone for the touchdown. 40 yards. That made it 7-0. Still first quarter. It's Tegan Davis launching the 35-yard touchdown to Noah Laporte. 14-0. Hey, still first quarter. Tegan Davis.
I heard about 3 minutes in.
With a pick 6 as he goes back the other way. Tigers quickly led 21-0. We'll show you a final score. They're ranked 3rd in the state for a reason. And they win this one 48-0. We'll see how highly they're seeded coming up next weekend when we find out the postseason brackets.
Rock Ridge looking for their 7th straight win as they host Kewanee, picking it up 3rd quarter. Brady Clark looking to Garrett Pettit. They'll connect as he steps out of bounds to move the chains for first down. Then it would be Alex Duarte taking the handoff, finds a little space, and then he'll turn on the Jets. He'll get in for the touchdown. Rock Ridge up 35-7 at that point. They'll go to the 4th quarter. Jacob Fryermuth, long first down run. He would be down at the goal line. They would punch it in on the very next play with Connor Deem on the touchdown to make it 42-7. Rockets win their 8th in a row, 42-14.
Hey, you underclassmen owe it to these seniors to have the best night of your life, right? Yeah. Right? All right. Hey, same with seniors. This is your last night probably on your field. You owe it to everybody else. You owe it to yourselves to play your tails off and get this stuff done. Playoffs started tonight, correct? Let's go, man. Let's punch our ticket. Let's do the best thing we can here, all right? Have some fun. Make a memory. Let's go.
First quarter, Chargers first drive. Lane Johnson gets the sideline. He goes 45 yards for the score.
This is what you got to ad lib.
This is
Because
what
it's
he's
going to take a while.
Yeah, that takes a minute.
He's fast.
He is very. 6-0 Orion.
Tori's so proud over there.
Sherrard driving. Holland Anderson, the nice pass to Hunter Timmerman for a first down.
But they would not score on your Chargers.
They would not. Holding them down. Orion adds more points. Kelfiller connects with Andrew Mersoni
I got you.
for the touchdown. 13-0 Orion.
Tell him to show you a final score.
Final score, Orion wins 53-7. Nothing's changed.
Are you up or am I up?
I think you're up. You got a Monmouth Roseville here.
Monmouth Roseville taking on, where are we at?
Erie
Prophetstown. Monmouth Roseville with a nice play right here as they get into the end zone. Dan's going to be so mad. I got you, Jerome Jackson for the touchdown. Then, plenty left in the tank for Erie Prophetstown. Jason Grunder playing like an old-time scat back, sprints his way 35 yards to the Monmouth Roseville 5. Then it's Grunder getting his payday a few plays later as he goes in. The Trimmer lead 20 to 8-6. Titans, though, always get fine plays from quarterback Silas Braun, but he can play the other side of the ball as well. Silas and his buddy Peyton Thompson, they had to drop the running back for a loss. Monmouth Roseville picks up a key victory. Coach Adolphson, Coach Jamie Smith and company very proud. 28-6, your final score. There's some flames going on over there, Logan. We good?
Yes, sir.
Hey, let's go to Sterling's Prescott Memorial Field as James Zahara making his presence felt. He always does this to a little rain on us, whatever, it'll be just fine. But Newman's Hunter Buyando does the ground and pound to set up a field goal for a 3-0 lead over Mendota. Later, it's the Comets down 7-3 on 4th and 1. 28 yards and a TD dash by Nolan Britt. He cuts through the raindrops. And it's 9-7 Newman lead. Britt flips over, playing defense as well as he gets it done nicely with a pretty acrobatic tackle. Second quarter, a touchdown by Jason Johns. Actually, that was earlier with Jason Johns, not Nolan Britt. This one gets into the end zone. Let's check the final score. And we really butchered Dan's highlights tonight. It's Newman winning 30-27.
Hey, let's go to the LTC. Rover Williamsfield hosting undefeated in conference play, Antelope Weathersfield. First play of the highlights. First quarter, no score. Riley Danner powers into the end zone for the touchdown. 7-0 Cougars looking good. Let's go to the second quarter. It's Dylan Horry handing it off to Zeb Rashid for the touchdown. They missed the extra point though, so it's 7-6. Visitors back within 1. Then time running down to the first half, it's Antelope Weathersfield once again. It's Horry firing it all the way down to Rashid again for the touchdown. As time expires in the first half, Antelope Weathersfield goes on to win this one. An impressive victory, 32-24, your final score.
Setting up a big one next week with Stark County and Mercer County if Mercer County gets a win here. Let's see. First quarter, Luke Rewerts pass to Connor Wagenbaugh for a first down.
You're getting the good names tonight.
I get all the good news before he's knocked out of bounds. Second quarter, it's Rewerts and Stark looking to drop back and pass, but this one actually would be picked off by William Fredrickson for Mercer County to get their offense on the field. Then it would be Brecken Heinrichs. Long first down run. He get all the way down to the goal line before he gets tripped up and knocked down. Then it would be Colby Cox finishing off the drive that the TD pass to Owen Relander. 7-0 at that point, and Murto with the shutout setting up that big win and big showdown next week.
Hey, let's check out the scoreboards on the Illinois side of the river. It is Knoxville cruising to another victory. It is Rushville Industry over United. Rock Falls falls to Oregon, and it is Milledgeville all over River Ridge, 66-14, your final score. We've reached halftime here on the score, and I got to get an update from you. You're doing good? You can talk.
Good?
Yeah, we're doing pretty well.
Well, how are the steaks doing? I don't know.
They're cooking quite slow. There are some thick steaks.
Nothing is too good for you, my friend. We're not gonna get these cheap ones. We're gonna get these.
Oh no, you did a darn good job picking them out. I tell you what, but they're cooking a little slower than the burgers are.
We'll turn the heat up.
We'll crank up the
Yeah.
heat. We got a lot more high school football to get to. We'll be right back here on the score.
I'm Super Bowl champion Jake Gervas, and whenever I'm back in the Quad Cities, I check out The Score with Matt and Corey on WQAD.
He was offensive though, so that's, yeah. It's,
What'd he say?
I'm the athletic one.
Okay.
I dropped the
50.
burger in. I don't know how it happened.
That was pretty impressive.
Zahara did
Also,
it
was
too.
like, whoop.
I was flipping it.
yeah, Zahara did it too. He went to flip it and it went right down through. We're like,
Okay, so fan of the night. You got
where did it go?
you got fan of the night.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll crank.
Absolutely. You are right. You're definitely right.
I remember one of the first interviews I did with Logan. I was like, hey, and like Wheezy goes, how are your hands? And he's like, without missing me, he goes, fantastic.
Yeah.
It's
I
fantastic.
stand by that. Best hands in the house.
Yeah. So who you living with? You living with?
Sam Laporta.
So you got better hands than Sam Laporta.
I always joke with him about
Wow.
that. No, I just give him a hard time.
Is he same class as you, or did he come a year later?
No, so him, Campbell, Kyler Fisher, Jackson Frericks, we're all the same class.
Okay.
Yep.
So he can thank you for switching to defensive line.
That's right.
He wouldn't even have
Lucky
a job.
man.
Yeah, he wouldn't even. So what do you got? You got
I got fan of the night, and then I got your Loiza Muscatine right here.
okay. So that's the first one,
Yep, here you go.
and then
It's right there.
so fan of the night, and then Durant, Regina. You got that.
I should have it.
All right, and I got
No,
Northeast.
I don't,
Northeast,
I
real
don't,
quick.
I don't have Durant. Regina.
It's a Regina touchdown, and then hey, did you give a Durant?
Yeah, I put it on your desk.
What?
There we go. Our fan of the night is Cale Thompson. He's 8 years old, standing right next to his dad, Todd Thompson. We had him on earlier today on the midday show, talking to him. Todd's the AD, enjoying his time on the field as he got to watch Moline win another conference championship.
Hey, let's get back to. Actually, we'll come on back here, and so with the stakes.
Taking their time.
And you're enjoying the bye week. That's what we're
Oh,
kind of talking
absolutely.
about. For what kind of
Absolutely.
stuff do you do during the bye week? Just catch up with
Honestly,
life?
not a whole lot. A couple of my teammates and I went shooting today.
Okay.
I'm a
And?
hobbyist. I still got it.
Did you hit anything?
I
Yeah.
still got it.
I still got it.
Still
yeah.
got-
It's
and
been
also,
a couple months.
We were
and
talking about your days as a tight end at Orion, and you again claimed that you still got that too.
Still got that too.
So
Yeah, that I don't think that'll go away.
no, not at all, not at all. We can't wait to. We're gonna cut these stakes at the end of the show to see if they're good to go or not. Hey, let's
No
get
big
back to the highlights, and we'll go to the Iowa side of the river. Mediapolis having a great season, looking for their 7th victory of the year, hosting Loiza Muscatine. Gavin Gerber with the tackle for loss right there. That forces a punt, and the Bulldogs get on offense. They give it to Anthony Isley, and he finds nothing but daylight ahead. 48-yard run. Actually, he's tripped up just at the 2, but he would finish what he started the very next play as he goes in the end zone for the touchdown. And as he does that, we will show you the final score, 55-7. Mediapolis to win it once again.
We got fire over there. Durant looking to snap a 2-game skid. The grill is not on fire, though. Hosting Iowa City, Regina. Levi Daniel with a touchdown run. Regina up 6-0 in the first. But then it would be the Nolan DeLong show. He reaches 6,000 yards for his career. He's the 17th person to do that in Iowa high school history. Congratulations to him. The young man's having a fantastic year, but Durant does fall 26-12.
Hey, let's stay on the Iowa side. Northeast looking for a district title. Tough road trip up to Monticello. Second quarter in this one, they're down 17-8. Gavin Kramer uses his legs, buys some time, and finds Grant Gray for the touchdown. That cut the lead to 17-14, but Monticello just too much in this one, especially in the second half. We'll show you a quick final score, 58-48. Monticello knocks off Northeast.
And 8-man Easton Valley looking to continue their winning ways. They're hosting Key. No score early on, and Key would find the end zone first. As the pass over the middle is in for the score to make it an 8-0 game. Then it would be Easton Valley answering just a few minutes into the game. Ashton Hewling, 20 yards and first down. It would set up a really big next play as he gets tripped up, and the next play would be Hayden Felke. Going to break a couple tackles, get to the outside. Eventually, he will find himself in the end zone when this play is all said and done. Easton Valley with a 50-point win, 62-12.
Can you hear the hamburgers?
Oh, I can hear
They're
it.
sizzling over here. Hey, let's check out some scores. Comanche, big victory over Tipton, 31-13. West Liberty, a win on the road as well. Two big wins for both of those schools. We'll check out some more scores. Makokata on the road, they fall to Benton. West Branch all over Wilton, 54-7. And one last score for you, North Cedar and Wapello. Wapello cruises in this one, 45-6. Your final score. Also some soccer this afternoon. It is Alleman falling in the regional championship to Mendota, I do believe. 3-1 your final. That one's still a great season for the Alleman soccer team. We've reached our last round. Have you ever heard of Brian Stocking? It's okay if you have. No, that's
Negative?
fine. Not
All
too many
right.
people have. He's a huge Iowa State Cyclone fan. He's going to join us on set, and you're going to choke him out. No, I'm just kidding. That's not going to happen. Brian Stocking and your stockpile stats tonight are next right here on the score.
Not on set.
Perfect.
Do you have a mic? Oh, right there.
1 minute total.
we're
Hey, so you have 20 seconds, kiddo.
We're
What's
three,
that?
we're 3 under. So
We said we have a minute coming back.
Yeah,
in
we're
like-
3 under, so we're good.
Beautiful. See, it's a well-oiled machine, Logan.
Yeah.
See how easy this is?
Wow. You guys are gifted.
Do we want to try? Oh, we don't have a knife to cut.
So button your jacket and then
Hey,
rebutton
you brought
it.
out utensils, didn't you? Yeah, grab some like knives and stuff.
He's trying to finagle up
What
through
do
the
you think?
trench coat. That's what I said to do.
I don't care.
Yeah, you're fine.
Come on, man.
Not bad.
That's close.
I think you're almost, yeah.
Melt there, bud.
5.
You've got a minute.
Melt there, brother.
Let's go right here.
So Brian is a longtime Dan Pearson intern. Worked over at
Okay.
6, and he was like their ultimate intern and did scores and stuff. And since Dan's come over and helping us out, he's come over and switched the
Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1
switched,
2.
alliances. So he,
1, 2,
he
3.
comes on and does some quick,
Yeah.
cool stats at the end of the night.
Oh, good.
You literally have like 20 seconds.
I will do my. I will run.
No,
through
there's no do my best.
them. Last week. All right, we've got Moline tonight. We got Pleasant Valley winning tonight. They won their. They did not allow first.
because Logan's here.
Well, no. They allowed no first downs in the first half. They're 11-1 at home in their last 12. And Moline tonight wins their 14th straight Western Big Six Conference game. That is ties Rock Island's teams from 07 to 10 for second all-time. 15 is the all-time record.
Hey, let's get a steak out. We got 30 seconds. Put one on a plate. We have the finest china here at WQAD. It's called a paper plate. That's how you eat ribeyes, right? What do you think? Can we cut this thing
I
open?
think that looks pretty darn good.
We'll find out.
I bet it's perfect.
I'm not kidding. Look at that.
That looks pretty
That's
good.
absolutely
That looks like
perfect.
something that we would have at Iowa State.
Logan,
Wow.
I want
I
to
don't
thank
know
you
about
for coming in, but I want to thank more importantly your lovely wife who's
Absolutely.
had to sit here in the cold and watch you light things on fire. Hey, thanks for coming in.
Absolutely.
More importantly, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next week on The Score.
Very good.
Sports.
All right.
All right.
Thanks, Doc.
No problem.
All right, big guy.
Oh,
Hey,
I
we're
didn't
still.
put
You
cheese
want
on.
to get a bite of that or no?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you got the first. Hey, we're still on YouTube. We're going to talk to Logan Lee a little bit more before we eat a lot of steak. This football season, on the defensive side of the football, things have been really good. How proud are you guys for what you guys have done the first six games here in the season? And you guys seem to be gelling nicely, especially on that side.
Yeah, we're doing all right. There's a lot of area for us to improve right now. We are still kind of. There's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot for us to improve on right now.
No, and that's the thing. We talked to Phil Parker earlier this week, and like we're thinking this like rosy report, and he's just like, no, we had too many explosive plays, too much this, all that kind of
course,
stuff. Those guys on the defensive side, we see them on the football field doing that kind of stuff. What are they like off the field? I know you guys are close. I know you got some really good friends on the team. How good of dudes are they, especially on the defensive side?
Great guys. Iowa does a really good job at recruiting people, and not just athletes, right? It's incredible that we are all able to bond. I mean, there are cliques on the teams here and there, but everybody would be willing to hang out with each other. It's pretty awesome.
Your season so far played well, especially early on. And you played a lot. Like you've been having some high snaps and all that kind of stuff with some injuries inside. How's your durability? How are you feeling? And you want to be out there every play. I don't think that's a problem at all, is it?
No, not at all. I don't think. I think durability is not an issue. I tweaked my shoulder a little bit, but I'm back next week. We had a bye week. I feel great now. So having this week off was big. It was good timing for us going into Ohio State. So we're just looking forward to that.
You look at being back in Orion. You saw the motorcycles, Cuff had all that.
Yeah.
What was that like for you?
It was pretty neat. Pretty neat just being able to see some of the people back home. Like I said, I don't think I was back home for a visitation last week ago. But outside of that, I haven't been home in quite some time. So it's pretty cool just catching up with some of my buddies, some of my good friends, and then being able to watch Orion beat Sherrard again.
Let me ask you, they had the little huddle Coach Filler did with the boys before the game.
Yeah.
And he gave his little speech, and then you sneak up behind him and give him a big hug. He said you did that to him all the time before games and when you play. How much fun was that to kind of reunite with him real quick?
It was pretty cool, just surprising him, because I didn't realize it was senior night. I knew it was homecoming. I didn't put it together that it was senior night too, so I didn't get there quick enough. Usually in games past that I'd been able to come back for, I'd come up, give him a big hug, and it wasn't a surprise, but this was pretty cool.
Cool.
I came up
So you
behind
had
him,
no
gave him a
idea?
big hug.
No.
He's
Well,
like, I swear I felt.
We almost texted him today and said like, "Hey, is Logan gonna talk to the team or anything?" And we didn't. And good thing we didn't, or we would have messed it up.
Yeah, no kidding. We would have spoiled it.
But a good moment for you.
Absolutely, it was really cool. He was pretty excited. I was pretty excited. It's just nice being able to get back and come back to your roots a little bit.
How old was Kale when you left? And was it weird to call a touchdown highlight from Kale Filler?
Man, I don't know. I think he was in.
Is he old? I mean,
He was.
is that
in
weird? Is it surreal?
Fourth grade?
Yeah, is
Okay.
it weird?
Something like that.
Yeah.
That is kind of crazy. Now that last year.
Does it surprise you?
No,
Because he was
not at all.
always hanging around. He was always.
No, not at all. I mean, he was always at the. He was always hanging out with the team. Always at every practice. He was always there, just trying to learn, do what he can, just be around the atmosphere. So it never surprised me that he would be playing how he is right now. So he had a pretty good game tonight.
Before we let you go, what do you think of what we do and all this?
This is pretty
It's
neat.
controlled chaos, isn't it?
Absolutely.
But not as controlled as we like sometimes. More chaos.
I've
than
been here
control.
before. I've never seen the actual behind the scenes, so
Yeah,
it's pretty neat.
And then what the bad part is when we mess up a name.
Oh,
Like, you see
gosh,
how hard it
happens
is.
all the time.
And,
Oh,
like this is
absolutely.
what we're reading, and they're just like, oh gosh. So it does happen. We apologize, grandmas and moms and all those people out there. So, well, we got some eating to do.
Absolutely.
Thanks so much for coming in.
Thanks for
All right,
having
guys,
me.
we'll see you next week on the Score.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Let's eat. You guys want some food?
Of course. Of course. Of course.
Hey, we gotta do this. Let's get a picture real fast.
Do you want cheese? Who wants cheese on it? I haven't put any cheese on yet.
Let's do. I'm gonna have you do it.